mokshamulam guru kripa. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namah. Krishna Bhagavan ki jai, Sadguru Bhagavan ki jai, Satchidananda Bhagavan ki jai, Gita Mata ki jai. Hari Om. We are discussing Bhagavad Gita, second chapter and 51st sloka. We have seen yesterday. Karmajam buddhi yukta hi phalam tyaktva manishinaha janma bandha vinirmukta padam gachanti anamayam. The wise people, the realized souls, possessed of knowledge, having abandoned the fruits of their actions and being freed from the fetters of birth, go to the place which is beyond all evil. You can avoid all the evil. If you take refuge to the path of wisdom, and you can have one-pointed mind, pure mind, and thereby you can enter to the kingdom of absolute truth. Yada te mohokalilam buddhirivyatitarishyati tada gantasi nirvedam shrutavyasa shrutasya cha. When your intellect crosses beyond the mire of delusion, the ocean of world, then thou shalt attain to indifference. Indifference, dispassion towards the sense objects and momentary pleasures. Indifference as to what has been heard and what has yet to be heard. Nirvedam srotavyasa shrutasya cha tadagantasi nirvedam. Here Veda means not the scripture Vedas. No. Veda means the knowledge. So Nirvedam means you will have indifference. You will not pay any value to whatever you have heard up till now. That is, yesterday we have discussed it. Our mind, which collects all sorts of memories, impressions of the past, it becomes like a dustbin. From others we collect informations only. And if you have clinging to it, you believe it, then you pay value to it. But when you understand all these are useless, then you will have indifference towards it. Whatever till now you have collected, and yet to be collected in future also, the same process will go on. We have nothing of our own, and whatever knowledge we have in the past or in the future will have, all those are partial, imperfect informations, haphazard informations. It is not the real knowledge. And then, in such case, when your mind attains that wisdom, purity of mind, you are established in sattva, and you have one-pointed mind, at that time you will not care for all these haphazard little knowledge of the past and whatever comes in the future. You will go beyond it. So, you will be able to attain the highest. And don't forget the process. First of all, you have to disbelieve, or you have to have indifference. You have to have dispassion towards your knowledge, whatever you have, or whatever you will have. Then only you will be able to detach from these sense objects. All these attachment for sense objects or desires for sense objects are dependent upon the impressions or informations we have. We have heard this will give you little pleasure. So we are behind it, we are chasing it. We may get some pleasure. But when you have understood now, by one-pointed pure intellect, that all these are not able to give you permanent pleasure, so naturally you will have dispassion. When you enter to that oneness, how can you have indifference to all this? You see, at that time, you will have an all-round vision. You can understand everything at a time, and when everything is before you, then everything can you be able to understand, because you can compare everything. When you go to the marketplace to purchase something, say some cloth for your t-shirt, you are going to purchase some cloth for you, and you go to the cloth shop, do you bring anything the shopkeeper gives you? You have your choice. Everywhere, in all the fields of our life, day-to-day life, we have our choice and we use our choice. And when we have many things before us, then we can choose our own selected need. But when you have no choice, you have no many things before you, you have no choice, and then you have to accept whatever you have before you. So, when you attain that height of understanding, that is wisdom, by pure one-pointed intellect, then you will understand everything about this transitory and momentary pleasures of the world. That's how you will be able. So naturally there will be indifference toward this and subjects. And naturally, automatically, mind will withdraw, uparati, it will withdraw from all these 10 subjects, and slowly it will be fixed on the truth, and you will attain the eternal bliss. That is what is meant by here whatever Lord explains to Arjuna. Shruti vipratipanna te yada sthasyasi nischala samadhavachala buddhistada yogam avapsyasi. When your mind becomes one-pointed, whatever we have discussed now, and it becomes steady, nischala, it becomes steady. It doesn't go behind the sense subjects. It is no more a slave of the desires. Then only your intellect becomes steady, and then only you will get the wisdom, and you can enter into that eternal kingdom of the Absolute, and that is called yoga. Yoga means union with the Absolute. It is practically no union. We have to say like this, we have to use some words. You are already there, that, but that overpowering misunderstanding and ignorance will get away, and there will be dawn of wisdom, and the ever revealed truth will be revealed. It is there. That is what he is explaining. Then the intellect, which is perplexed by the Veda text, which thou hast read, shall stand immovable and steady in the self, then thou shalt attain self-realization. Self-realization means to know the ever-known truth, which is just covered up or hidden by the misunderstanding and by the ever-restless mind, which is behind the fulfillment of desires and getting some sense objects. And why he says your mind is perplexed by the words of the Vedas? Why? You see, this point is most important to understand. Vedas are the authority of all sorts of knowledge. So, as I think, take it for example, that Vedas are like a supermarket where everything is available. It is just like a mall. Whatever you need, you will get it in it. You need not go from shop to shop to purchase different objects. So in the mall you can get everything. Now when you enter into that market, supermarket, what do? Will you purchase everything? Practically what do we do? When we go to the, say, ordinary market, do we go up to every shop to search for our needs? We go to some particular shop where it is available. So in that way, Vedas have all type of knowledge. And whatever you need, that you have to choose. So Vedas mainly deals with two opposite types of knowledge. One is worldly knowledge and other is the knowledge of the truth, wisdom part, and other is karma kand, the yajna type, doing some successful sacrificial works whereby you can get the good result, and as a result of it you will go to heavens and enjoy for a long time. That long time is only a dream for us, the earthly beings. That long time is not long time, it is a momentary pleasure. We don't have the real knowledge of time. Time differs from different planes to different planes. So, your so-called long pleasure in the heaven is momentary if you compare it with the other realms of the existence. So, you have to choose what you need. Yes.
Swamiji, if we do some, say, yajna, not for ourselves, but say for world peace, like say we do one Rudrabhishek.
Yes, many people do it.
For world peace. So that is good, right? It's not bad.
We do selfless actions. We don't need any result of it, isn't it? That is called selfless actions. And what will be the result? Of course, we have some motive of doing it. What will be the motive? For the welfare of the whole world.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. You know, world is a dream.
Yes.
If you understand the world is a long dream, so will you do it?
That is true.
And also, moreover, if you are the doer, you are going to get the result. You will be the enjoyer. If that doership is there, whether it is for little folk or for the whole universe, that of course will have a long-standing some heaven or some heavenly pleasure to you. You will get the result. And when you are not the doer, so whatever you have done, it is not your actions. So you will get nothing, and as a result you will get everything that is all-pervading eternal bliss. Then only. You see, when we compare, when we do business, or we go to enjoy something, say we go to supermarket, no, Let us go to 5-star hotel. How long you can enjoy? You have some 1 lakh rupees. So the 5-star hotels charge, say 50,000 per day. You will get all the facilities. Eating, drinking and dancing and walking here and there, everything, massage and everything you will get. Okay? 50,000 per night. So how long you can enjoy?
2 nights.
Only?
Yeah.
Not more than that? Now you have 1 crore. How long you can enjoy?
20 nights.
And after that what happens? You will be kicked out. Check out. Whether it is for longer time or for lesser time, it makes no difference. You are bound to end this one day or other. Similarly, people who wish for the whole universe, they have no sarva bhuta hite rata. That is to be understood properly. If you are doing the action for the welfare of the whole universe, if you have the doership, and then you are bound to get the result. As a result, as per our great people have declared in our epics, in many Puranas we have seen, and some instances, some stories of great people. For example, in Skanda Puran, there is a story of King Pradyumna. Some king was there named Pradyumna. He conducted yajnas continuously for thousands of years in Satya Yuga, in the you see Satya Yuga, the era where people had long lives, thousands of years they can live. And at that time he conducted yajna for thousands of years. As a result, he went to the highest level of existence and enjoyed pleasure, all sorts of joys for pretty long time. And when, as long as there was name and fame on the earth plane, so long he enjoyed. And then when it vanished, then the Brahma, the boss, he had to kick him out. He just told him, you go back to earthly plane, and then if you can collect your name and fame, again you can come here or else not. Similarly, the 5-star hotels, when you come home and do your business well and earn plenty of money, then again you can go and enjoy the 5-star hotel. And why enjoying 5-star hotel? If you have plenty of money, you can create your 5-star hotel and you can enjoy. That also has an end, isn't it?
Yes.
So all these actions, if you are the doer, If the doership is there, one day or other you have to face the end. Of course, for pretty long time you can enjoy the heavenly pleasures, and then you have to come back to the human life to earn more. So there is no end to it. It is in the cycle, but the cycle may rotate quickly or slowly, that is different. Slow cycle race or speedy race. That depends upon the game. Do whatever you like, whether it is for whole universe or for a little mass. If there is no doership, in no case you are the doer, so you are not the enjoyer. It is question of I, the ego, the doer. It is not the question for whom you are doing it. Of course, relatively when we compare, the better to do it for everyone. That's how in the Vedas we have the prayer. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Let the all beings of the whole universe be happy. Let them see what is right. Let them have mutual understanding and happiness. So for this we pray, because we are in the relative world. We have a mind. We are praying for something. I is there. I is there. And of course, these good deeds, it will give you purification. If you don't have selfishness, it will give you purification of intellect, and slowly you will give up all these I and my, and then you will attain non-doership, and then you are freed from this cycle of birth and death. This is the way. Everything has comparative degrees. We compare how long, what for, with what motive we do. So, finally we can say nobody can decisively tell what will be the result of a particular action. Because so many things are considered when the result is going to be declared. You see, just for a student, when he has appeared the exam and the result is expected, what are the points judged by the examiner? Even the clarity of handwriting, that is also judged. If too much corrections in the answer paper, that is also taken into consideration.
First page, Swamiji.
Pardon?
In 10th examination, first page, no scribbling, no overwriting.
Yes, yes. These points are considered. So many things are to be seen. Then only final decision, final score is going to be awarded. In cricket match, see, if you have taken much time in every over, then you will be penalized. Though you are the winner, yet you have to give the fine. All these are considered when the result is finalized. So, everywhere we have to see from all-round vision. Now, of course, we have no selfishness, but we have the doership. We pray for the welfare of the whole universe. That is very, very nice job you have done. But finally, if you have the sense of doership, you are going to certainly get the result, and one day or other you have to come to this cycle. And we have seen Nirbedam, Tada Gantasi Nirbedam in the 52nd sloka. Nirbedam means, see, another example I will give to clarify this point. When that I is there, I means the ego, that means the subconscious mind, the chitta is yet active. The bomb is not blasted, but yet it is there, it is live. Any time it can blast. The tendency is there. So, another example you see, suppose they prepare bricks, they will have some frames, the molds. In the goldsmiths' house, they have also molds. Everywhere they make a mold, and then they can make so many forms out of one mold. When the frame of the brick is there, then of course now you are not in need of any brick, or you are not doing anything. But whenever the need comes, the frame will be useful. As long as this chitta is alive, you are under the clutches of karma and karma phala. One day or other it will get up. The tiger is alive. So, if it will get up, of course, you have hurt it, shot it, but yet it is alive. So it can do anything, any harm it can do to you. This is how, when chitta is there, it is not destroyed completely from its root. You are bound to come to this cycle of birth and death, this world cycle. So, tada gantasi nirbedam. Nirbedam means, Ved means intellect or your knowledge, so-called knowledge, not experiential knowledge, but informative knowledge. As long as this subconscious mind is there, you cannot get nirbedam. Your root is there. The tree you have, of course, cut off, but other branches will come on one day or other. You know how do they cultivate sugar cane? Sugar cane, they put a piece of sugar cane with some knots and in the ground, and slowly when you water it and do the needful, then some you see, some seedlings will come up, and slowly it will grow and become sugar cane. And at the time of harvesting, you cut the sugar cane and bring, and get the juice and make jaggery and whatever you like. And the next year they just clean the field after harvesting. And next year also the seedlings will come up from the same root. It is there. For 3-4 years they do the same thing. And afterwards, of course, the soil gets without the particular manure which is observed by sugar cane. So you have to change the plot, or else it will go on for many times. In this way, as long as the root is there, the subconscious mind is there, you are in the clutches of this world cycle, time, space, conditions, and your mind, and your attachment for the sense objects, and all these. You have to somehow or other, you have to destroy it. When this is destroyed, that is called, you have achieved nirvedam. Nirvedam, you have completely destroyed the mental process. Naiskarma siddhi. No more you are able to come to this world cycle. You cannot come. Forever your relationship with the world is cut off eternally. And where are you? You are in the kingdom of eternal bliss. So there is no downfall from there. No chance. That is called nirvedam. When the root itself is destroyed. Shruti vi pratipannate jada sthasyasi nischala samadhavachala buddhistada yogam avapsasi. This stanza also supports this theory. When your intellect is purified and becomes steady, then only by the pure one-pointed intellect, then only it is called you have attained that state, and it is called yogam, union with the Supreme. For example, there is an empty pot. We give this example always. And somehow or other, if you have broken the pot, what happens to the inside sky? Does it get united with the outside sky, or what happens to it? Really speaking, nothing happens. So in that way, your buddhi becomes steady. By creating an empty pot, you have just given it a shape. Buddhi is just like that. Or mind, the process of mind, intellect, all these are like this. And when it is steadied, so all these supports are destroyed completely. Then only you are having a steady mind. Steady mind means no mind. Just to say, for saying sake, we say it is steady mind. But steady mind, literally, technically, it is no mind. No mind.
So that's why Swamiji said a bellyless person can eat away everything.
Pardon?
A bellyless person will eat away.
Dailyless?
Bellyless
Person. Acha.
bellyless person can eat away everything.
Everything, yes.
Because in relativity, if it's a person who have bigger belly, they will store more. They'll eat more food.
But bellyless person means the whole universe is his belly. Everything he has swallowed. Belly means a limited pot, isn't it? And when there is no belly means it has lost its limits. It has become limitless, unlimited belly. So in this way, when the intellect which is perplexed by the Veda text, Veda gives it both the ways, and which thou hast read shall stand unmovable and steady in this self, then thou shalt attain self-realization. That is called yoga. Self-realization means union with the self. Of course, it is not literally union, but we have to express in this language. You have to understand, you are what you were. Now you are that. All the barriers have been removed. All the overlapping envelope is torn out. Now the inside letter has come up. The envelope is torn out. So I think tomorrow we shall see further. Now Arjuna's turn. Lord Krishna has explained everything, how one should behave in a worldly parlance, what will you gain, what will you lose from the worldly point of view, that also is given before you, and from the absolute point of view, from the Vedic point of analysis, all the picture is before you. Now you have to choose what to do. Both way, from the relative way and from the absolute way. You have to see and decide now. Of course, he has encouraged Arjuna to fight, and he has explained to Arjuna what is his duty and what to decide. But decision is in the hands of Arjuna. Krishna cannot force him, though he has that ability, but never one is forced to do anything. Everybody has his freedom. Arjuna will ask now, what is the symptoms of such a man who has attained that state? Now Lord Krishna explained an intellect, purified, one-pointed intellect which attains that state which is beyond all these relativities. You will attain that, and you will be not attached to all these actions and reactions and all these worldly pleasures, everything will go beyond. So now, naturally, there is a question, how do these fellows behave? These people who are established in that state, do they not behave in this relative world? If at all they behave, in what way they behave? They will be some extraordinary persons, not like usual worldly persons. They will behave in a strange way. What will be their behavior in this worldly, earthly plane? As far as the body and senses they have, how do they behave? Tomorrow we shall see. Hari Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sadguru Bhagavan ki jai, Satchidananda Bhagavan ki jai, Krishna Bhagavan ki jai, Gita Mata ki jai. Hare